Hello world, it's Zilla. It's Mr. Bringing you the scripture so you can see the bigger picture. We are going to jump back into the book of Colossians, chapter 1, starting at verse 9, preeminence of Christ. For this reason, we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you, and to ask that you may be filled with the knowledge of his will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding, that you may walk worthy of the Lord, fully pleasing him, being fruitful in every good work, and increasing in the knowledge of God, strengthened with all might, according to his glorious power, for all patience and longsuffering with joy, giving thanks to the Father who has qualified us to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in the light. He has delivered us from the power of darkness and conveyed us into the kingdom of the Son of his love, in whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins. He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. Let's read what Bible passage we just read. The firstborn over all creation. There are many people who struggle with the idea of Jesus as the firstborn, using this term to say Jesus is something less than God, but firstborn here doesn't mean that Jesus was born. It is a term of position and preeminence. In the Old Testament, we read about Joseph having two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh. Manasseh was born first, but when Jacob blessed them, he placed his right hand on Ephraim, giving him the greater blessing. Joseph tried to get him to give Manasseh the greater blessing, but Jacob intentionally gave it to Ephraim. Genesis chapter 48, verses 13 to 20. Later on in Jeremiah 31:9, God said, I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn. So we can clearly see that firstborn refers to the most prominent one, not to one who was literally born first. Jesus is the most important one in the universe, and thus he is the firstborn over all creation again. Verse 18 refers to him as the firstborn from the dead. He wasn't the first one to rise from the dead, but he was the greatest to rise from the dead. The whole point of the book of Colossians is that Jesus Christ is preeminent over all, and that he is God in the flesh. For by him all things were created that are in heaven and that are on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created through him and for him, and he is before all things, and in him all things consist. And he is the head of the body, the church, who is beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he may have the preeminence. You gotta love it when the Bible bangs it out like that. If this blessed you in any way, press the buttons. And if you want the rest of the chapter, just hop in the profile after, and we're gonna be back next time, right on time, to renew our minds on time. Love you guys.